So, hi. I don't know if you can hear me well. This seems really, yeah, it moves now. Whole voice thing. So I'm not going to pull any cards. I think I will for a long time now because a few things actually. I think, I mean, reciprocity is a strange word. How you say it when it's like be reciprocated. Anyways, gosh, I call this focus. Even this, I will try. Anyways, so hi someone. Anyways, there will be no cards, and there will be no cards for a long time now because I need to focus. I have a few things that I love to do. I mean, I love to do so many things, and I feel like I am focused, but if you're focused in many, many, many directions, you spread yourself out too thin. And also, when it comes to reciprocity, for example, last video, I don't demand, I mean, it depends what it is. It doesn't have to be in money or so on, but if I do something for someone, I want them to do the same for me. Not the same exact for me, but I'm not nobody's slave. I'm not someone who uh, go along with those kinds of things. What I mean is that, for example, if I ask a question back to someone here and they want me to answer and they can't answer themselves, so then screw it. Like, no, I'm not mad. I mean, that's just, I feel that is draining of energy, but that's not the reason, actually. The reason is that I have so many more things to do. And I will tell this few reasons. One is that thing I'm uh, brilliant at, most professional at, is being a medium and psychic. So when I use cards, I mean, I'm good at that. I love to do it also, but I don't use that combined with these gifts that some people do. And I think that actually gives a little bit of a wrong impression of what I do as well, actually, because I understand when I meet people and I used to have cards even when I do mediumship readings so that they can pull cards afterwards or so on if there is time for it. And like confirms things that they can see because they can't obviously see what I describe that I pick up. So that kind of adds to the mediumship guidance. But yeah, also my YouTubes were hacked. I think at least I had to change the inlog or the code, whatever. What is it called? the yeah, password. Yeah, that's the word. On them, and and I feel even before then, even before I discovered that the other day, I actually on during the day we were talking and pulling some cards, me and someone, and I actually realized that I had to let go of these things. So that just helped me, push me. The universe is awesome; it pushes you in the direction you need to go. So yeah, I just saw it as some sort of confirmation. I'm glad I got it back now, and we'll see. However long it was, like immediately I have to change again and back and forth. I don't know. Otherwise, I will maybe get another one. But yeah, so we will see. But hopefully, I think I will check in now and then and talk about a few of the things that I do, maybe because I love to talk. I like to talk, period. But I like to talk about those things as well. So the things that I really have to focus on. First of all, I'm going to write a book, and I have said this for many years, and I have had ideas. It have been too heavy. Also, sometimes I've come into like chapters. You could say this is related to my life as well. So it have been too heavy to do, but now I've decided to do that before this New Year's that comes up. And so I really need to focus energy on that, as well as the medicine wheel that I do, as well as the witchy things that I do, as well as yeah, of course, mediumship readings. And so that is, and then I have to focus also on myself. I have this tendency to because I love to do it. It's not that I do it for other people. Yeah, to help and be of help for others, of course. But sometimes also, if you've learned a few things that are awesome, like Ayurveda and the yoga also, I'm becoming a yoga teacher and learning about that, and that takes some time. I need to focus on that. There are many things that I keep on learning, and to apply them yourself is a little bit harder than saying to someone what they should do. So I give a lot of health advice to some people, and the advice is good. There's nothing wrong with it. It's awesome, actually. But I mean, maybe if I just pull myself back a bit when it comes to those things, and actually give those advices to myself for now, and like, yeah, focus on getting done with certain things also, not as if it's ever completed. In a sense, you constantly keep on learning, but I feel like, yeah, I've been too scattered. There are so many things I need to focus on to be in balance myself, and although I love passionately all the things I do, I need to let go of some of the things. So yeah, that's where I'm at right now. So when I pop up here now and then, I will obviously use cards, but that will be in connection with people that I meet and so on, because I find them really interesting, fun, and also beautiful, very beautiful many times, as well as it deepens. So sometimes, I mean, I use them. My lifestyle may be a little bit different from others sometimes, but I also use them with people that I meet in conversation. I mean, it deepens the genuine connection sometimes, because you get to the core things. People don't have to have up that facade, and because that will be revealed if you pull some cards about it, or they will have to say what they see in the cards. It's not that I want to go around really revealing whatever people try to hide or what it is, or protect or something, but rather I think it's healing to see through certain layers or certain defenses. I mean, it's freeing for everyone, I think. So it's not always easy, but it's a development, and it gives me more. It gives more depth. I can't deal with just staying on the surface for too long at a time. So I'm doing a lot of fun things, extremely many fun things. No, I really that's to go for too far. Maybe not extremely many things, but all of these things that I love, they are kind of endless in themselves. There are so many parts of, for example, Ayurveda and yoga as well, and witchcraft or Wicca as well. There is so much in everything that I do, and the healing. Healing I will continue to do, though. That's part of my everyday life. I mean, I constantly come in touch with people who want that, and I love to do that as well. And sometimes I pick up things, and I also wonder if this is connected to my supportive pets, because how YouTube have behaved, as well as my. There was some strangeness. Yeah, I got that. I mentioned this previous, yeah, some other the other day, that also on Facebook there were some things I couldn't post because it was going against community standards. Have never happened before, and I don't even know what that was. It was like I think it was the a previous healing that I did. Ask if people wanted that on my private Facebook server. Yeah, I don't see what about that was so bad. And also the description. You are trying to get likes. I think you shouldn't. Who are those ones working on Facebook, you wonder, right? I mean, generally, that's what people do on Facebook. I mean, that's so silly. I mean, how can you sell that platform even if you didn't have that kind of trigger? about the likes, but then you go against the standards. I don't know. But there are other places. There are Rumble. And many people leave these sites because they behave strangely, actually. So I guess I don't have to anything, but for now I will just check in probably now and then. And also I do on my in the tarot group. I do monthly, like someone get a free reading with cards, so that I will continue. That's the only thing I will continue to do with cards in that sense. Otherwise, I will let that be for a while and just go for the mediumship readings, because in between certain things that I do, there are also initiations. There are also deep dive journeying, and there is a lot of things that are part of certain things that I do, ceremonies and so on. So yeah, everything needs its own time and space, and I don't get obviously as much out of it if I rush, and if I have too many juggling too many things, that will be the effect, that I will rush with things that I really appreciate and want to take time doing and really focusing in on. So I'm glad I made that decision. That's not the easiest for me, but I think it goes hand in hand with me dropping stuff, since I left these bags of clothes that I will never ever have. Still I held on to them, and still it's stuffed in my wardrobe, so I don't understand where they could even have fitted before and they didn't. It's overloaded. But yeah, and that is other things that I really realized that I love to do. I mean, I want to focus on more of those things as well. Just getting rid. Oh, the sound. Getting rid of more things, like and I think that goes hand in hand with this, that I need to just. Although I find it relaxing and fun, it's also it takes a little bit of energy and time as well. So, but I will check in again, and if someone listen to this, I will just end soon though. But I will pop in and I think get into certain of the things that I do, or talk about them, each of them, and explain more about them, because to some I've understood that to some many of the things are things that I do. They're just strange words and they have no clue what they are about, or maybe a sort of vague conception of what it could be, and that would be good, I think. So I probably will check in and do those, as well as now and then a personal reading for someone with the cards in the Torah group. But aside from that, I will just drop that part for a while and focus on educating myself in yoga, and also continuing learning in witchcraft as well, or Wicca. With a teacher, I've always continued to learn. I do that by myself also. I'm so curious, but it's different still to learn with a teacher, as I do now in those cases. And to take, also when it comes to certain things that I do, I need some space in between them to be grounded enough. And so, as well as when it comes to writing, I write easily. I mean, that's like just flowing through me. Someone said that you are born with a pen in your hand. I think it was my dad. And as well as a stepsister said, like, it's writing is like breathing to you, and it is. But at the same time, writing a book is something else. So although easy, I still need to be in that space within myself so that I can focus on it really. So I need those pauses to get into that frame of mind, as well as time to spend time with family and such friends that I love and whatever else. So But I will check in again here. Take care for now. Bye bye.